need to speak with you. Meet me in your office right away.
I'd love to, Francis, but I have to debrief Sarif first.
I suppose you could, or you could hear what I have to say and see if that doesn't change things. Pritchard out.
I can't believe it, Jensen. An internment camp smack dab in the middle of Detroit. Shit.
What's up, ladies and gents? I'm your host on Channel 1, and welcome back. We have got more Deus Ex Human Revolution, DC, which is the director's cut. So, after some debate, because I love you guys so much,
we need everyone on high alert. It's not only the pro-augs who might want to get a tagger.
I am going to actually go for that side mission. And what side mission I am talking about, I will show you. There's your main missions. Let's see, how do you get to the... You know what? We might not be able to actually do that side mission anymore. Yeah, it seems like... There's the limb clinic, extraction, mission, yeah. Whispers of Consipricy, which is this mission, but it doesn't seem like we have that available mission anymore. I don't think. All the ebooks and emails. Well, that kind of sucks. I actually was gonna go back and complete it, and it looks like we can't now. So, unfortunately, we do miss out on that side mission. Cloak and Dagger, I think, is the side mission that it's called. But I am sorry for that. No worries, though. Like I said, I wasn't planning on doing everyone, but I will definitely do the majority of them. So what we're going to do is we're going to head upstairs to the 3rd floor, to our office. We're going to talk to Pritchard first. As you can see, he's waiting for us.
What do you want?
As much as I hate to admit it, I need your help. That signal you shut down in DRB territory. It's been active for almost a year.
You're telling me someone outside this company has had access to our network since before the first attack?
I've detected intrusions before and shut them down swiftly every time. But whoever designed this particular algorithm is good. Very good.
You've told Sarif?
See, here's the thing. The intrusions were possible because of a backdoor access into our security system that I never even knew existed.
The one Sanders' team used to get inside our plant.
I've worked here for 7 years, Jensen, and this is the first time I've seen that particular access route. David Sarif created it specifically to bypass the firewall. He's hiding something, and I think you should find out what it is.
Why me?
Because, as far as I can tell, Sarif created that access and was streaming a lot of data through it, shortly after your ex-girlfriend suggested he hire you.
Alright, so we got some information. Confront Sarif about the security leak. And we'll go ahead and do that. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the game so far. Beautiful Detroit skyline.
Excuse me.
Mr. Jensen, isn't it?
Sir, you have that charity dinner?
In a moment, Isaiah. I was hoping I might run into you, Mr. Jensen. Bill Taggart.
The founder of the Humanity Front. I know who you are.
Yes. Yes, I imagine you do. As David Sarif's top security man, I imagine you have quite the file on me. But I assure you, Mr. Jensen, I am devastated by recent events.
Really?
I do not support what you and your company are doing to mankind. I believe it's extremely dangerous. But abolishing human enhancement technologies will only be achieved through legal means.
I'll keep that in mind.
This is your first day back since the accident 6 months ago, isn't it?
Sir, we have to go.
What happened to me was no accident.
Ah, my mistake. But it must have been stressful facing down a second incident so soon. I imagine it brought back all kinds of unpleasant memories.
I appreciate your concern, Mr. Taggart, but it was nothing I couldn't handle.
I'm a psychologist, Mr. Jensen. I know when a man is hiding behind words. The flesh may heal, but the mind is not always so resilient. You might want to keep that in mind. Now, if you'll be so kind as to excuse me.
I'm curious about something, Mr. Taggart. What is it you hope to accomplish by coming here tonight?
I would think that would be obvious. Your company has been viciously targeted. The violence and bloodshed that's occurred, it must be stopped. But I'm afraid it won't be until men of wisdom and understanding come to an agreement.
About what?
About the future, Mr. Jensen. This enhancement technology threatens to change the course of human evolution, to redefine what it even means to be human. You think governments can afford to let that go unregulated?
You can't stop progress, Mr. Taggart.
Perhaps not. But neither can we afford to sit by and watch it happen on its own. Not when we have the ability, the collective will, and foresight to influence it.
I see. Thank you for illuminating me.
Anytime.
All right, so picked up some new information there.
You're Taggart's aide, aren't you? Dr. Isaiah Sandoval, isn't it?
No need to play ignorant, Mr. Jensen. I am quite sure you have a file on me that's as thick as the one you have on Mr. Taggart.
You're an outspoken activist in your own right, Dr. Sandoval.
When you have seen the things that I have, you find you have no choice but to stand up and be counted. Frankly, I am surprised an ex-cop like yourself isn't more disturbed by the dangers of this technology.
Augmentations help a lot of people, Doc. Handicapped, war vets.
Yes, but at what cost? My own friend had his life ruined by these so-called enhancements of yours. A man much like you who had no choice but to become augmented. Yet once he was, too much power can make you do terrible things, Mr. Jensen. I suggest you think long and hard on that.
I'd like to hear more about your friend, Dr. Sandoval. What exactly did he do?
Nothing.
Was he injured in the Gulf?
He went on a rampage in a shopping mall, if you must know, hoping to be gunned down by the police, rather than face a lifetime battling augmentation addiction.
He was addicted to augments?
They don't talk about it in those corporate brochures of yours, do they? Neuropathy dependency, rejection psychosis, any number of physical and psychological ills have resulted from this technology, and yet we rarely hear a word about them.
I'm sure the literature is out there.
No thanks to the throng of corporate lawyers attempting to stop it.
Your friend, did he succeed? Did he suicide by cop?
No. Bill Taggart talked him down.
Oh, good information.
Athena, you've been at this company a long time.
I hope that's not a comment about my age, Adam.
No. But I know nothing gets by you. If Sarif had done something that could compromise us.
Mr. Sarif has only the best interests of this company in mind, Adam.
I'm not questioning that.
Aren't you? I've been here since the beginning. I've seen how he built this up from nothing. He cares for his people. He truly believes what we're doing is important, and he would never do anything to jeopardize it.
I shouldn't have brought it up.
No, you shouldn't have. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm busy.
Someone's got a crush. Hey, I thought you had an important meeting to go to. You're just standing there. Alright, so these conversations are really, really, really weird, and they can pretty much go in any way. So what we're going to do is we're going to save, just to be on the safe side. So now we have a few different options that we could choose. Of course, we're going to choose the best one.
Boss, we need to talk.
Is something wrong?
I'm not sure. Did you set up a private access route to bypass the company firewall right before you hired me?
What?
Pritchard said someone's been using it to access our system since before the first attack. The security measures he and I set in place never stopped them because we didn't even know the loophole existed.
Oh, I see. Frank's fixed that, though, right?
He has now. But he's wondering why you never mentioned it.
Frank's paranoid, Adam. You know that. Can a busy man forget things once in a while?
You streamed an awful lot of data through that portal, boss. Right before you brought me on board. Preacher may be paranoid, but I gotta admit, I'm wondering what was in it too.
Yeah, as an ex-cop, I guess you would. But the important thing is you found the hole and plugged it. We're secure now. And the information you uncovered in that FEMA facility may actually help us track these guys. So let's just stay focused on what's important.
I want to, believe me. I want to catch these guys as badly as you do. But that breach is responsible for every security crisis we've had, including today's. If you want me to stop these guys, I need to know what kind of data they've had access to.
You're right, you're right. I'm sorry if I seem evasive. But there's something you're not getting here, Adam. Business is war. With no clear battleground and no rules to keep our enemies honest. In this company, I'm the commander-in-chief, and I have to be ready for anything, and I will do anything to ensure that I am. Now, I hired you because I needed a general I could trust, one who knows how to obey orders.
I think I proved myself today. And the only reason I'm worried about that loophole right now is because the data you streamed through it could have been accessed, backtraced, and stolen by the men who attacked us. Our enemies might still find a way to hurt us with it.
I wasn't criticizing you, Adam. But I suppose you raise a good point. I just wonder if you're being a bit paranoid here. Fixating on details that aren't critical? I mean, are you so shaken up by what happened 6 months ago, by your failure to make a difference then, that you can't roll with the punches anymore? Damn it, Adam! I brought you back in today because you have an immediate crisis to deal with. Questioning me about things that don't matter isn't going to bring Megan back.
With all due respect, sir, I am trying to do my job. The job you hired me to do. The job you even brought me back in for tonight. But it feels like you're getting in the way. Especially when you start bringing Megan into this.
I'm not getting in the way, I just... Okay. Okay, look, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm the one overreacting. The data I streamed had nothing to do with Megan or her work. It was just a routine, fact-finding check that sprang from one of our discussions. The kind of check I have to run quite often around here, believe it or not. Now, if somebody backtraces the transmission and gets a look at it, I very much doubt they'll know what to do with it. Trust me, we're fine.
I would like nothing better than to trust you with this, boss. But trust is a two-way street, and the way you've handled this entire conversation so far makes me think that it's you who isn't trusting me. Why, boss? What is it you're so afraid to tell me?
Adam, of course I trust you, son. And it's not that I'm afraid to tell you the truth. It's just that, honestly, I'm afraid you'll take it the wrong way. All right. Look, the truth is, I set up a confidential data channel for a private investigator, someone who can run covert background checks on people. Potential new recruits, like you.
You what?
I had to, Adam. You were a liability, remember? You'd just been fired from SWAT. Now, Megan believed in you, but I had to be sure. Look, I don't want this to come between us. I'll send the files to your computer. You can see for yourself what he dug up. But Adam, you'd better be sure.
Why? What do you mean?
I mean, sometimes the past should stay in the past. Once you see that data, you can't unring the bell. When you're ready, come back and talk to me. We need to discuss our next move.
All right, so we are getting things done. We have confronted him about that, and we also got the silver tongue.
Here, this is for you. It's a corporate passport encoded with your biometrics. I've set up a false flag routing which should get you to Henshaw Island without any problems.
You're sending me to China? What about FEMA?
FEMA's got nothing to do with this, trust me. We'll have better luck in China.
How can you say that? I saw the bastard who killed Megan pulling his men out of that facility. I left one of those men dead in its underground storage bay.
I know that, Adam. Frank was monitoring the whole thing. So I also know that before he died, that man gave you an address in China. I want you to check it out.
That doesn't make any sense.
Look, Adam. There's a reason this company's under attack. You think it has to do with the typhoon or with some other top-secret military project that I haven't told you about?
The thought had crossed my mind.
Yeah, well, it doesn't. The work Megan's team was doing before they were killed, it was redefining what it means to be human. This company, Sarif Industries, was about to lead mankind to its next stage in human development. Self-controlled evolution. Can't you see how scary that can be to some people?
Sure. I also see how lucrative it can be for some others.
It's never been about money for me, Adam. But you're right. There are people out there who don't exactly feel the same.
Like who?
I'm hoping you'll be able to find that answer for us in China. So get going. Farida's prepping the chopper.
All right, so we got some more information, and now we actually need to head back down to our office. And it looks like they're finally gone now. All right, so not a lot more else to do in this video. We are going to find the information out in our office. We're also going to talk to Pritchard one more time. Wait till it, there we go. So, for those of you who know, I don't normally say these kind of things, but there actually is an exploit that you can do with your computer here. You can't do it now. You can do it like right when you first get to your office, after you've done the Sarif plant. If you go to level 3, you can get like some infinite amount of XP points and all that kind of stuff. I mean, the game's been out for like 6 years, so, well, 5 years, I guess. So there's so many exploits and things like that you can do, but I've never been one of those kind of guys that actually condones doing that. It is for when you've already finished the game and you want to add funness to the game by trying out different loadouts and things like that. Then I'm all for it, but when it comes to your first walkthrough, enjoy the game and don't do any exploits, don't do any cheap tricks, things that help you get by like that. At least that's how I feel. Alright. I think we've already read that one. And here's the information that's confidential. So, I'll let you guys read this. All right. So let me give you the gist of it if you didn't actually read that. You pretty much found out that you are most likely adopted. That your parents were, you know, trying to adopt children, and you pretty much came out of nowhere. Also, that the fact that you may have been kicked from the force could have had something to do with, you know, like something's really shady about that. So that's just kind of a gist of the information that we learned here.
Athena tells me you spoke to Sarif. Did he happen to tell you why he made us look like idiots?
I'm handling it.
You can imagine how relieved I am to hear that. I'll tell you what. While you follow any lead Sarif spoon feeds you, I'm going to do what I should have done in the first place and backtrace that signal.
That's your pride talking. Still, get back to me if you find something.
You meant when?
Pretty sure I didn't.
I love the conversations that he has with Pritchard. It's hilarious. So if you remember, like, you saw some different, like, access codes, like here, 1364. Go in and check out different things. I mean, you can read the Pocket Secretary. Lots and lots of exposition in this game, and that's one of the reasons I love. So 27, 4145. And you get more information, new access code there. Can read everybody's emails. We are head of security, so but I think it's pretty cool that you could go around and pretty much get in everyone's office and just look around and again, we are going to be moving to it looks like we're going to I think it's Shanghai, right? Or is it definitely, I know it's in China. Not 100% sure where though. Looking at whose offices these are. It's just, I think it's the coolest thing is that you can get into anyone's room. I mean, you can either hack it or you can just go walk right in. I mean, everything is Malik. Security level 4 though to get into her office.
Kicked me out of his office saying he didn't have time for staff reports. I've never seen Frank this stressed out about something.
Can you access Pritchard's computer? It's a level 5. Wonder what kind of information we could find on that. It was already open, so. So we're just kind of biding time here. As we continue along here, we're going to be heading to China next. Let's see, is this one? No. I think it's 23, maybe? Or maybe it was 22. I can't remember exactly. Yeah, 3716. Nothing like stealing a little money. And we got another access code for room 32, 9642. Again, I told you guys I was going to be very thorough. So we'll check out one more and then we will head to the, let's see, 31, 32. There it is. Evens and odds, it looks like. 9642. As you can see, there's a little thing to get into another office there. Adam Jensen, man, he's a thief. We can't get into this one. What's the... Nah. If we can't get into it, we can't get into it. I won't hack it. Some of them are already open. Some of them don't lock their computers. Well, I mean, that's just a few more here, and then we're pretty much done here. But, so we have a new hub open up to us. We will be completing some side missions, but I'm not 100%, yeah, you can only go that way. I'm not 100% for certain that we're going to complete every side mission. Again, as I said. Alright, so, without further ado, guys, it is time to do this. Let's see, what do we have as far as items? To find a merchant to sell some stuff here too as well when we get to China. Alright. Trying to remember what button brings up the little wheel. Oh, there's also like a down area that you can get into as well. So I know there really wasn't much, but my focus on this video was actually going to try to do that side mission. However, since we went to Highland Park already, you can no longer do it, I guess, after that point. So it looks like Detroit is completely finished for us. So thank you so much for watching, guys. It is time to actually now, in the next video, move on to what seems to be China. So hopefully you guys have been enjoying, and of course I will see you on the next one. Peace out, bitches.
Hey, Jensen. The boss said you were on your way. You're gonna love Hangsha.
You've been there?
Used to live there. I spent 3, maybe 4 years working in the upper city, and most of my nights having fun in the lower one. You ready to go?